What's up, guys? That's the Small Wonder Sight by Gemini Custom. But this is actually a response to GARYMANDIEVAN. I think that's how you're supposed to say it. Mandievan? GARYMANDIEVAN? Mandievan. I'm unsure. Let's make sure that this is in the frame. There. Here's his YouTube handle. So he just recently purchased a SP101 by Ruger, and he commented on my video, and I'm just trying to give him an idea of the experiences that I've had with mine. He's been looking at the Gemini Customs website, because they do some pretty cool stuff, and he showed on his video the black TR gun coat, and on his video it kind of showed up really light gray on my screen, but I went to the website and looked on Gemini Custom, and it's definitely black, and that's a sweet paint job that they put on there. I don't know how he does it, but it looks pretty sweet. So in my opinion, I think you're doing a great thing to this revolver, although I really love the standard factory finish. It's beautiful, but that black looks pretty sweet too. The one thing that I would consider if I were you is buying an extra hammer. Get the spurred hammer as well and see if he'll finish that one along with the bob hammer that he does. Just because, I don't know, the forums that I've read, everybody that has an SP101 goes back and forth between having a spurless hammer and a non-spurred hammer, or you know what I mean. So, and to be honest with you, after putting 250 through this, I'm really digging the hammer, being able to go single action on it. But you know, if I were to carry it, definitely the bobbed hammer would be the way to go. I just got this back from the range today, and the Badger grips, I really liked them. It handled, I didn't even fill the gun with 38 specials, and to be honest with you, excuse me, it was the first time I ever took on any 357s, and I shot 5 through it, and I think that was just the user, not the gun itself. But they still kick. From what I've read, they kicked anyway with the factory grips. I'll have to switch the factory grips on just for my own comparison, but maybe they're more comfortable. But I, as a shooter, still need to work my way up to 357s anyway. So. But I can give an honest opinion compared to the factory grips and the Badger grips, the bootcut grip with 38 specials, and it's a huge difference. You can't even feel it with the 38s. So I'd imagine it would be similar with the 357s. So as far as what I don't like about these grips so far is just doing an unload. An unload, even though I think after another couple of 100 rounds of practice I'll get used to it, I just had problems with getting the cartridges to eject. So I think there's got to be a trick or something because of this grip getting in the way. It's kind of bubbled up right there, which, you know, I'll live with it. I did purchase some Bianchi strips today, but I didn't use them because I didn't really want to practice with live ammunition loading this little guy. So I just loaded them by hand because I didn't want to use the HKS because you can barely get them in there. You can see that it's kind of crooked. So that's what I was using with the factory grips. but you can still do it. It's just you have to go up a little higher there, and it's already catching on one of them. But there, I don't know if it'll do this with these practice snaps, but what I was having a problem with was having one or two lodge up against this grip whenever I tried to eject them. But towards the end of the box of 50 that I shot today, I noticed that if I would have lifted here, I'm going to hold these with my finger. If I used more gravity, it probably would have been better. I was just kind of doing that, and you saw that one just kind of catch with the actual live shell casings. They're a little heavier, so it just tended to grab right here. But I think with a little practice, it'll drop pretty easily. So that's just my response to GARYMANDIEVAN. It'd be really nice I need to watch some more of your videos to see how you pronounce your name. But that's just a quick response for you. I hope that encourages you to keep going with the Gemini Customs redo on that new pistol, that new revolver. I'd really be interested in the HybraPort if you do decide to go that route, and what it feels like with those 357s, because if it's manageable with that HybraPort, I'd probably consider doing it, even though I know it's a little expensive. But I would consider it, just because those 357s, that's a lot to handle. Oh, and one other thing, I know that as far as this Badger grip is concerned, Gemini Customs also, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but they offer that moon clip, and I think they have to modify your cylinder. I'm not sure, so that's a third option besides the Bianchi speed strips, and I'm sure that's quite a bit more money to have added on, but those are the moon clips. So that's an option. Gemini Customs, that's definitely a cool site to check out, and I can't wait to see your finished revolver. Okay, I guess that's it. Thanks.